going to be a book haul, and I'm kind of bad. I told myself that I wasn't going to buy any more books because I've got a ridiculous amount of books that I haven't read, and I said to myself that I have to read books first that I have before I can buy some, and I totally didn't do that. So the majority of the books I have today are from thrift stores, but there are 2 books that are brand new from actual stores. So I'll do those first. I'll do the first one that I'm currently reading. And please do excuse, I'm talking a little bit funny because I broke a tooth right at the back, and every time I talk it digs into my tongue and it's annoying, so just excuse that. So the first book I have here is The Heroine Diaries, A Year in the Life of a Shattered Rock Star by Nikki Sixx. So for those of you who don't know who Nikki Sixx is, Nikki Sixx was out of Motley Crue, and he also has his own band 6am. And this book is about when he was a heroin addict back in, I believe it was the mid to late 80s he started, I think, around about then, and then onwards. And there's just like all journal entries and things like that from back then. And I really like Nikki Sixx, not his music, that's not really my type of music, but I do like him as a person, and so far this has been an interesting read. I got this one from QBD. The next one I have is actually a comic, and I don't normally buy comics or graphic novel. No, see, this is what I'm saying about I can't talk properly. I don't normally buy graphic novels or comics because they're not normally my thing, but I got this one, and this is the DC Comics Harley Quinn Volume 1 Hot in the City hardcover edition comic book, and I'm in love. I got this from Zing Pop Culture. It did cost me $30, which is more than I normally like to pay for stuff like this, but sometimes when I just get in a mood where I'm just like, I need this, I kind of don't care. But I really love this though. Like I'm just gonna try to find like a really cool page. Like the artwork and everything in here is just amazing. Like look at that. Ugh, I'm so in love with this book, I can't even tell you. So I got that. So those were the 2 new books. Then moving on to the other books. So I went to 2 different thrift stores yesterday actually. The first one was Red Cross, and I don't normally go there a lot because it is quite a small store that is near me, so they don't often have a lot of stuff, but I hadn't been there since before Christmas, so I thought I'd check it out. The first one I picked up is The Glamorous Double Life of Isabel Bookbinder by Holly McQueen, and I'll be honest with you, I bought this purely because of the cover. The cover is what drew me in. This is a brand new book, it's never been read or anything like that, you can tell, but I honestly have no idea what it's about apart from what it clearly says, a woman that leads a glamorous double life. This one was only $3, so I grabbed it. I thought it was a good price for that, and if I don't like it, it's not like a big deal. Then I picked up Blood Rose by Andrea Cremer, or Kremer, I don't know how you pronounce the last name. This is the 3rd book in the Nightshade series, and I have books 1 and 2. I have not read them yet, but this is a werewolf series, and I love werewolf anything, so I grabbed it. And I am so sorry about the way I'm talking. This broken tooth is really making me lisp, so I'm really sorry. The next one I picked up is Fateful by Claudia Gray, and I'll be honest with you, what drew me in first was the cover because it's all shiny, and then I realized who it was from, and I really like Claudia Gray. I really liked her Evernight series. I had the whole Evernight series, but when I moved house, several of the books in the series just disappeared. So now I've only got like books, I think like 4, 5, and maybe 2. I don't know. I don't know what happened to them. So But I got this one. I think this is a standalone. I could be wrong, but I want to say this is a standalone. But this is about the Titanic and werewolves. Can we just take a moment? The Titanic and werewolves. Like, seriously? I had to get it. It was like $3.50. Like, seriously? And then the last book I got there, which is actually the first book I picked up when I went in there, was this one. It is Spoiled by Heather Cox and Jessica Morgan. And I actually really like the dust jacket. And you can actually feel the writing and the nail polish. It's all textured and the rest of it's all glossy. But this book here has got some pretty decent reviews on it. I honestly don't know too much about it. I think it's about a young girl who is quite spoiled and has kind of, I guess, wealthy family, and then she finds out that she has a half sister, I think, and then doesn't take too kindly about that. I don't know, but it's a hardcover book and I only paid $4.50 for it, so I was like, why not? Then the next place I went to is the RSC. Oh my god, I can't. RSPCA, which is my main one I go to quite frequently. And I'll be honest with you, that place really shit me off the yesterday and the other day. Not the actual place itself, but just the people in there. Like, seriously. And you'll just have to excuse my language here because I'm gonna use it. People at the moment are assholes. I went in there on Tuesday with my fiance to have a look because I hadn't been in there in a few weeks, and seriously, there was this one woman who I just wanted to smack. I really did. Everywhere I went in there, she would quickly race ahead of me and shove me out the way and then sit down on the floor so that I couldn't get in anywhere. I really, I wanted to smack a bitch. She was making me so angry. I was about to lose my shit. But and then I went in there yesterday, which was Friday, and the same thing, and there was all older ladies this time. They were just so rude, and it's just come on, it's a friggin' thrift store, for crying out loud. But anyway, let's just not even go there. So I'm gonna start. I picked up this book because I actually recently seen this in a haul video. I think it could have been Regan from Peruse Project. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know if this had a dust jacket or not, but I don't think it did. I think it was just like this. But this is the time traveling fashionista at the Palace of Marie Antoinette. And it is about a young 12-year-old or 13-year-old girl who is a fashionista and loves all the vintage sort of stuff, and she time travels to the Palace of Marie Antoinette. And I just thought that was amazing. And then what's really cool is this book has illustrations, so like that. And it's such a pretty book, so I grabbed it, and it's a hardcover as well. It's super pretty. So I got that one. The next two books I have here are, I believe, books 1 and 2. Honestly, have no idea what they're about. I just picked them up purely for the author, and it is, I think this is book 1. This is Talon by Julie Kagawa. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Kagawa, I don't know. But this one here, Talon, this one is about dragons and dragon slayers. So that seems really intriguing to me. So I grabbed it. So there's that one. It's not in the greatest condition, but it's still pretty good. And then there was this one, which I believe is book 2, which is Rogue, from that same series, and it is the Talon Saga series, so I got that. This book here I saw on the shelf, and I tell you, there was a woman eyeballing this, and I thought, bitch, you ain't getting this book, I'm getting it, because I got sick of being pushed around in that place. So I beelined for it and grabbed it. And this is a brand new book as well. It's never been read, so I don't even know why someone would have donated this, but I'm glad that they did. It is More Than This by Patrick Ness. And I have heard so many great things about this book. I don't exactly know what it's about. I think it's about a boy who dies, like he drowns, and then he wakes up, he's naked, he's covered in bruises, and he's thirsty, but he's alive. Like, so I don't really know too much else about this, but I've just heard such great things, and I've never ever read a Patrick Ness book before, so I thought I'd grab it. And then the very last book I have here, and don't judge me, is the Twilight Saga New Moon movie companion. Twilight is my guilty pleasure. I don't even care if people like it or not, but I do. I love it. And I loved Twilight before Twilight was even popular. Before there was even movies, which is when I liked Twilight. But I got the movie companion because I didn't have this one, and it was $3. So I was like, yes please. So that was that. So anyway guys, that is everything that I bought. I hope you enjoyed this video, so please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.